Your next comic coming to the stage. Please give a big round of applause. Big round of applause for Rafiq Shaheen. What's up? So before I came out tonight, my girlfriend sent me a text message that said, we need to talk. It's serious. So I can honestly say, very glad to be out tonight. Because that is a conversation that's going to cost me $50 or $500 to fix. And I don't know any Planned Parenthoods that are open this late. Nah. Glad to be here. Glad to see you guys. You guys don't know me. My full name is Rafiq Samurai Shaheen, and I am the youngest out of 8 kids. I'm also a prime example of why you don't let your kids name your other fucking kids. So that's it's weird, right? Like it's weird. Like can we agree on that? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the fact that my middle name is Samurai. I just don't think it suits me, you know? Because when you think of Samurai as somebody's name, you imagine somebody strong-willed and disciplined, not somebody who looks like he was the minority extra on The Sandlot, you know? Like, can you say you're killing me, Smalls? No, you're not fat enough for that? Alright, like... If you don't know what The Sandlot is, that was basically the Goonies for the 90s. And if you don't know what the Goonies are, that was basically the Little Rascals for the 80s. And if you don't know who the Little Rascals are, you're either too old or too young for the rest of my materials. I don't know, man. It is weird, man. Like, I'm a weird dude. I was born in West Africa. This is the exact reason why I don't tell people I was born in West Africa, because you all have the same facial expression. You're all looking at me right now like, really? This is what my 43 cents a day bought? Like, that's... It's like, yeah, man, like, no refunds? Like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know. It is also the reason why I love the Marvel movies, although not for the reason you'd expect, right? Because when I tell people I was born in West Africa, specifically in Monrovia, Liberia, everyone kind of goes like, huh? Right? But now, I just tell everybody I'm from Wakanda and watch them lose their goddamn minds for 5 minutes. Like, holy shit, that was real? Was that a documentary? Fuck! I'm a big cinephile. Yes, we can cross our arms, ma'am. I can see you. That's Wakanda forever, or at least until Chad died. That's oh yeah, oh. Let's take a brief moment of silence for a guy who didn't know we existed. Anyway, I'm a big cinephile. If you don't know what that means I fuck underage movies. I'm kidding. None of them were Epstein directed. No, it means I love movies. I love movies so much that I recently came to the conclusion of what is the perfect sequel title for any film. Like, it doesn't matter what the movie's about or, you know, like, even what's going on in the film. As long as you title it one of these two things, it's instantly a better class movie. Right? Like, you either title it, number 2, Electric Boogaloo, right? Or, number 2, Fists of Fury. Instantly a better film. I can tell you don't believe me. Let me give you an example. Schindler's List 2, Electric Boogaloo, starring Samuel L. Jackson as Oscar Schindler, right? How fucking great would that film be? Right? I'd watch it just to hear Sam go, I'm tired of these motherfucking Jews on this motherfucking train. Like right? Even better than that, though. Even better. Passion of the Christ 2. Fists of Fury, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Jesus, right? Dwayne just hawks his way out the cross, dukes it out with some Roman centurions, crushes non-believers with the stone that was rolled away, just mwah. All right, so I heard somebody in here was a pastor. You don't read your Bible enough. All right. It is weird, man. I love movies. you know, they're a great distraction, you know, because like the rest of my life is just weird, you know, like I have weird thoughts all the time. I do weird things like I got to fuck a midget this year. Right? Didn't know that was on my list of things to do, but apparently it was. Right? It's weird because the first time you have sex with a midget, your brain goes, we can't tell anybody that we did this. And then the second time you have sex with a midget, your brain goes, we have to tell everybody that we did this. So, for full disclosure, I fucked 2 midgets this year. Just putting that out there. It does bring all sorts of questions to your mind, right? Like, for example, who decided what the legal definition of a midget was, right? Because did you know there is an actual legal definition? Right? It's anyone who's 4'11" or shorter. What the fuck committee meeting was that, right? Who sat down and was like, alright, I'm tired of all these non-midgets saying they're midgets, right? Let's establish some ground rules. Greg, what you got? Well, what if they can reach the kitchen cabinets? Too tall, right? Still too much, right? Too many people can reach the kitchen cabinets. Alright, well, what if they reach the top kitchen cabinets, right? It's like, well, how tall is that? About 5 feet. Well, 4'11" then. Like that's. Thank you for going along with me on that weird journey. Here's another weird thought, and I can only say this because I'm biracial, right? Do you think slave owners back in the day looked at black midgets and they're like, you're 3/5 of a person? Is that? Yes, you can frown all you want, man, but my white dad fucked a black woman, so here I am. It is weird being biracial, right? It is, right? Because, you know, my mom is blacker than a charcoal briquette. My dad is whiter than a Wonder Bread, so I get to live my entire life like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch reject, so that's The weirdest thing, too, though, is, like, you don't belong to any group until they need you for, like, justification for something, right? Like, if I become famous, suddenly black people are going to be like, oh, yeah, man, that's my dude right there, right? He's been black all this time, right? Meanwhile, when, like, one white dude says a racist thing in a bar, suddenly he's like, hey, man, you're like me. You play Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like, we got shit in common. Like, okay, apparently we don't. I don't know, man. It is a lot of fun being me, though. You know, just all the weird thoughts, just the weird flights of fantasy in my head. Right? Here's the thing that I was just thinking of today, right? I was just picturing a unicorn, right? Just really broed out. His name is Brody, right? Right? Yeah, Brody, right? Super certain he's bisexual, but he needs to prove to you that he's straight. Right? Just like, no, bro, like, I'd fuck any chick in this room, man. What do you think this horn's for, right? Fucking hard as a rock all the time. Hey, Greg, how you doing? But hey, man, I'll fuck any girl in this room. Yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo. I fucking live with it. I don't know. I do have a lot of fun being me. It does make dating, you know, kind of difficult, though, you know, because, like, I can't really date the people I'd like to, you know, just in general. Like, the biracial thing is a problem, you know, because I can't date black women because I'm never going to be black enough, and I can't date white women because I'm never going to be black enough, so, you know, that's a problem. You know. It doesn't help, though, because, like, when I was a kid, my dad gave me all sorts of weird advice as far as dating is concerned, you know. My dad will always be like, well, you know, Rafiq, love is like a journey, you know, like, love is like this grand adventure. Just wish my dad had been honest and been like, love is like owning a swimming pool. If you're lucky, you get to splash around. If you're unlucky, you're allergic to bees and we'll find you floating face down in it. Like that's... Yeah, you guys didn't think it was gonna get this sad this quick, huh? Fuck. Alright, let me end on an actual thing. So I'm not just fucking around up here. Yeah, you know, that's the great thing about being a comic. Most people go to work and they're like, oh man, I gotta do work. Meanwhile, as a comic, you're like, oh man, I get to just tell dick jokes to strangers for no money. But to edit on this, so dating, alright, everyone's got their own dating horror stories. Mine happened most recently because I've been using Tinder. Anybody else out there using Tinder? Yeah, me and all 3 people. Explains why no one has swiped right. No, but like my Tinder horror story is a little weirder than most people because mine sounds sweet at first, you know, but like I came across this profile as a photo of a woman, you know, and her daughter, and it said, seeking a strong, sensitive, caring man, somebody that will love me and my daughter for the people we deserve to be. Bit much, but alright. Then said, and I quote, P.S. No blacks, no Jews, please. Right? And I gotta ask, can we all agree you get to be racist or lonely, not both? Right? Anyway, guys, that's gonna be my time. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Rafiq.